What's up, Sleuth Army, and welcome to another YouTube video. Today, joined by Detective Pinky, we are going to be watching two videos that are considered to be some of the creepiest videos available to watch. There's even rumours that they came from the dark web. People are that insane about them. Some people say the second one I'm going to show you is unwatchable. They've had nightmares after watching it and all that kind of thing. However, I do have a little bit of background information on both of them because, as you know, we like to delve into the stories behind the things we see. So we're going to get straight into it. But first, we have been sent a video to review by one of our viewers, Doc Holiday. You'll have seen him in the chat if you've been over on the Twitch channel. So we're going in blind to this one. We don't know what to expect.
What we can tell you is that it is Monsieur Tusk by Guy Lepoint.
That was beautiful.
Thanks. I've had that in my head.
So
just try and remember that.
So we're really not too sure. The only thing I've been told about this is that it's not in English. So when you're watching it, don't think you're going mental. And that you just suddenly don't understand English. Okay. It is not English. Let's get straight into it. The speed version.
Je suis Guy Lapointe, c'est comme ça que je me nomme, Guy Lapointe. Puis j'ai passé 20 ans en tant qu'inspecteur de la Sûreté du Québec. Mais pendant les 10 dernières années de ma vie, j'ai traqué un animal qui se fait passer pour un être humain, un animal. Je pourchasse ce Hoa-Ho. C'est un saisissable démon qui est fait pourtant de chair et d'os. Serial killer qui s'en vient apporter le sang puis la terreur jusqu'ici, dans le Nord.
Monsieur Hao, enchanté.
Plaisir partagé. Tout se passera bien, monsieur Tusk. Il vaut bien mieux être un morse.
I don't know what's happening so far.
I just wanted to make sure that it was on the actual thing.
The first guy sounded like almost like he was
the first guy was saying
interview.
something about an animal. He said something about an animal, a very fast animal.
Like it had been attacked.
Then he went in and said, "Oh, hello, nice to meet you, Monsieur Tusk," or whatever.
Shook his hand.
He dropped dead.
The other one was like, hey.
And the other one was like, muhahaha, here we go, I can totally
do something to your limbs.
Yeah.
And now, faced with a lovely beach ball. Let's see what's in store.
Oh God.
Hey, là, monsieur Tusk, là, hein? Oui, je comprends. C'est une vraie galère d'être l'éléphant de mer. Les morses ne gênent pas comme cela! Oh, tu m'as manqué, monsieur Tusk. Eh bien, monsieur Tusk, un morse doit apprendre à nager. Fais-moi voir comme les gros poissons nagent. Bien. Oui. Nage! Tu es une créature de la mer! Allez, pousson! Nage! Oui. Est-ce que tu pleures comme un veau? Je suis si fatigué, Monsieur Tusk.
He's very tired.
So
he's making walruses
out of people.
Out of people, but then when he's putting them in the water, obviously
They can't swim because
they can't. I mean, it's not just can't swim, but they can't hold the breath and stuff like a walrus might be able to.
So this is a bloke.
Like a mad scientist.
No, the walrus is a man that is in a suit of stitched bodies, or is it saying he's stitching it onto this person?
I think he stitched it onto him.
And that's why he can't really do anything. He can't really move. He's making him into a walrus.
Yeah.
And obviously there's a failed one that's drowned.
Yeah.
That's horrendous.
It's pretty horrendous.
This man has been captured
Yeah.
and had other pieces of human stitched onto him
Yeah.
to make him into this creature.
Yeah.
Let's keep watching.
Un bateau pour deux voyageurs. Tu dois avoir
Look at
terriblement
its flippers.
faim.
Look at its hands.
Ceci est un maquereau. Bon appétit, Monsieur Tusk. Notre petit paradis me manque, Monsieur Tusk. Tu n'étais pas préparé à m'affronter l'autre fois, Monsieur Tusk. Cette fois, ce sera différent. Parce que je t'ai endurci.
There's a face there.
Il y a quelques années, j'ai été délivré de l'île de Ponder Rock, à peine 1 heure après que j'ai massacré mon doux sauveur Morse, pour vivre. Depuis 15 ans maintenant, je marque l'occasion, en donnant à mon ami à nageoire la chance de se battre qu'il n'avait pas eue. Donc, tu vas m'affronter, Monsieur le Morse, ou tu vas mourir!
What's happening? Oh, he's teaching him to fight.
We'll bit him.
Ça y est, c'est accompli. Tu es mon... Monsieur Tusk.
Surely the big... Surely because what does he do now? What the... what does he do now? He's the walrus man. He's just killed the one that was feeding him. And what is he going to do with his life? I'd just drown myself.
He was having to eat raw fish, which is grim.
Sushi, people
Yeah,
eat
but
raw
not
fish.
like that.
No.
So he had, even though his head and everything was stitched on, because there was like marks everywhere, just his eyes were normal, to obviously make the head shape of a walrus. And then he like retreated into the skin, which was grim.
My question is, why was he pushing him under the water? Pardon me, we could probably watch with captions on. I wonder if it would have auto-generated English captions. Should have thought about that one.
And then he's like, oh, we're going to do walrus battle. He'd made his own suit.
Out of other humans?
Yeah. And then was like breaking out of it, which obviously the other one can't do, which is probably quite rage-inducing. And he were going to beat him, wasn't he, with a club?
What, because he failed to win?
Well, I don't know whether it's like, you know, people beat seals, don't they? And he just went, I'm not having this. And then some woman came in.
And started screaming.
Well, I'd scream.
I would scream too.
If you heard them noises, turn round and it was a human walrus, you'd be like, yeah, fair enough.
I'd be out of there. I'd be out of there faster than...
And this is 1 year later, so let's see the result. Has he got out of it? How would you get out
How
of it?
would you?
If it's stitched to his skin, as we assume.
I'd just chuck myself in water and drown.
I don't know how he got out the first time. She adopted him. And she's still feeding him fish.
Je t'aime, Wallace.
Oh, she knew him.
Hmm? He's crying. So she looked after him, built him a little habitat. What happened to his vocal cords? Why can't he speak? He's clearly a grown man.
Maybe he cut him or something.
Would he still be able to make noise?
I don't know.
Just screech? Kind of a strange one.
I just...
As they're going, they sort of turn it on its head and it's going, well, feel sorry for him.
I would just throw myself in the pool and drown.
I'd do him in.
I wouldn't be keeping him, because that's horrific. Why would he want to
Just live like that.
live like that?
When he was clearly a grown
Even
man
if she's
before.
like, oh, I look, because she was like, I love you, like, at the end. But if you loved someone...
You'd shoot him.
If that was you...
I wouldn't want to be a walrus.
And I found you, and you were walrusified or whatever. I would just be like, I
assume
love
you'd
you.
check if it was a
I'd be like,
a
is this
suit.
reversible?
Is it a suit?
Yeah.
Is it stitched in, like, not stitched to the skin, but like, if you were trapped in that kind of whole body suit, it'd be difficult to rip out skin.
Yeah, I would get a doctor to see, like, or a vet, I guess, to come see you and be
go,
like, right, no, it's irreparable. Like, we can't reverse
If we took him out, he's losing his skin or
gonna
whatever.
die. I'd just say, right, I love you loads. I'm really sorry that you're a walrus, but I don't want you to live like this, and I don't think you, in your right mind, would want to live
Surely
like this.
you couldn't live long.
So I'm gonna have you put down. And I'd just have him inject you with something.
Fair enough.
Well, thanks for that.
Yeah, that was a strange one. I'll give you that. It's kind of human centipede vibes.
I was feeling that as well. What's weird is when it zoomed in on her
Just
at the
one
end,
thing.
and she said, "I love you." Obviously, it was dubbed over in French, but she said it in English. Her mouthed words, "I love you."
Well, it
in
was
English.
out of sync the whole time.
Yeah, so I think it was in English. They were speaking English originally.
Strange. But thank you for that submission. It's definitely interesting.
Yeah, she is.
It's definitely going to stick with me. The strange walrus man. It's the speed version as well, which is strange. I wonder if there's
because it seemed to be cut weirdly.
there's probably more
So
of
it's
a
probably taken out any
relationship
like dramatic.
between him and the walrus
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So, that's a way to kick it off, I would say. So, thank you, Doc. So, following that experience is this experience of Blank Room Soup. Now, the stories are, of course, this originated on the dark web and we'll watch it through first, and then we'll do a little discussion afterwards. So, what are your thoughts there?
I have no thoughts there.
Well, a lot of people were talking about if we go to a lot of questions were asked. People were saying, why is the spoon so big? It's a weird spoon to eat soup with, which I think would probably be the least of the concerns.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, it entered into my head. I thought, well, that's a very large spoon, but that was not on my list of
priority questions.
Priority questions, really.
Well, then the rumours started speculating that it was his wife in the soup.
I was thinking other human,
and that it was being forced to eat his wife.
That would be quite disturbing.
Which is why he was, crying and that. However, there are a lot of times it sounds more like he's laughing than like giggling and crying. And obviously the big question was, what are these people? Who are these two creatures that make him consume the soup while he's clearly either distressed or laughing?
I'm thinking it's some sort of like, what is it called when they're trying to get into a like college frat house thing? Hazing, is it?
Oh, where they make you like...
Why they just make you do something really stupid?
Well, at the first time I saw this, I was like, that is a strange video. On the face of it. So I did some research, and it turns out, because the big question was the costumes.
Yeah.
So it turns out that actually not far from where this was filmed, there was a theatre which had been broken into, and 2 costumes from that theatre had been stolen, matching this description.
Okay.
So there were costumes
Thieves.
for a play. So these people got hold of these costumes, and then let's make a
creepy,
a strange video with it. We've got these costumes that look, the blank face, an empty room. So they decided to shoot the video, but everyone was speculating, it's revolving around a murder and that of the wife, and that's why he's upset, because he's having to...
I feel like that is pure speculation, though. I feel like unless there's been some hard evidence.
Well, it's someone going, oh, he's eating soup. Oh, well, what could be in it that's making him sound distressed? If he's crying and not laughing, then...
I mean, the thing is, I've not eaten soup, but I've sat there crying sometimes. That's just, you've had a bad day.
And then this comes up and starts stroking your back.
And that comes up and starts stroking your back, and that's going to make it worse.
Yeah, you look around and you see, wait,
do you know what I mean? You're going to be like, oh, fantastic. He might be thinking he's having some sort of hallucination or something.
I mean, I would.
I'd be thinking, that's it, my mind has finally gone. I am now completely insane. I was having a bad day, eating my chicken noodle soup, and I'm just like, oh god, it's been a really bad day. And then that comes in and starts touching me, and I'm like, oh,
it's getting worse.
It's getting worse. And then another one pops in, and I'm like, that's it. I've lost my mind. I've gone.
Fair enough. Well, that's addressing one of the sort of urban legends of the internet, but it didn't surface from the dark web. That's just something people love to say. You know, anything
We have to say
like
that
that.
about anything creepy.
Anything
Like,
creepy like, oh, this
dark
was
web.
found on the dark. This was this was from there. You need to watch out for them places. But yeah, so that's sort of give a little bit of insight, explanation into that blank room soup video.
It wasn't creepy. I didn't feel creeped out by it.
No, it's more of them where you go, this is a bit curious. Like,
It just made me think, well, why would you make that video? Why would that pop into your head to go, right, we're going to make a creepy video, and instead of making a creepy video with like a
monsters.
ghost or a walrus man, you make that.
Yeah, you make blank room soup. Well, the next one, I have the backstory to as well. And unsurprisingly, again, it was supposedly surfaced from the dark web. So we'll get straight onto that one.
Well, let's not. Let's not get straight onto it. Let's talk a moment about your amazing hoodie that you're wearing. Still.
We do have, it's the
It's the opposite side. We're mirrored. We're mirrored.
We're mirrored. Got Inspector Sleuth on there.
Yeah.
Nice little breastplate design going on. A very comfy hoodie with a kangaroo pocket, well made.
Yeah. Available in the merch store.
It is available in the merch store alongside a couple of t-shirt designs.
And an amazing mug. I was just looking to see if I could see the mug. I cannot from where I am.
I can.
Can you?
There's one there, yeah.
Oh, I'll be right back.
An amazing mug design, which is available in t-shirts. You can find multiple colours with 2 designs currently. There's a Inspector Sleuth, which you may have seen on the streams, and there is a pink alpaca t-shirt also. Here is the mug. As you can see, on one side it has Merle, and on the other side the Inspector standard design. You know, it's a decent sized mug. It is very good.
See it, but you know, just a cheap plug there. This also is merch, but you can't. Well, you can get it, but not through the merch store.
Not through this merch store.
Not through this merch store. This is old alpaca merch.
It's OG alpaca merch.
OG.
Very exclusive now.
Very exclusive.
And moving on, we are heading to watch Obey the Walrus. Now, before we begin, have you seen this?
No.
Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Okay, that's good. Now, this is widely regarded as one of the creepiest videos out there.
Is this going to make me hit you? Like when I do that thing when I'm scared?
No.
Oh.
I think so the person that showed it to me originally was
it Doc?
no.
Oh.
Was like, ooh, this is terrifying. I don't like watching this. It makes me really uneasy. And I watched it and I was like, it's not that bad. And then did my research into it. So we'll jump straight into it and we'll get your thoughts afterwards, and then we'll look at the explanation. I've seen it before.
It's just had annoying music, didn't it?
So,
I wasn't creeped out by it. It was just it was disorientating a little bit because of the music.
well,
But that's what it's meant to do. That's why that type of music is like that.
to address the soundtrack first, that soundtrack was actually Itsy Bitsy Spider in Spanish played backwards. That's why it was so distorted and why it didn't seem to be proper words, because it is Itsy Bitsy Spider in Spanish backwards. That is why children are singing it. Now, the actual main part of the video itself, this was the bit that was supposedly from the dark web.
From the dark? I mean, it's obviously somebody with some physical disabilities going on.
So it is a transvestite performer.
Okay.
With polio.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Which is why they're so thin.
Yeah.
You know.
And struggling with movement and things.
And struggling with the movement. She was actually a stage performer for quite some time. Up until very recently.
Okay.
When in January of this year, I think it was January or February, she actually died from COVID-19.
Oh.
And I did when I found out, I did tell Doc, because he has seen this video.
That's terrible.
I do believe that Doc said it did creep him out the first time he watched it, but I struggled to understand why it got so much momentum and gravity behind it in the creepy community, because there's a lot of editing going on. You know, the music, the cuts, the different segments put together just from videos of her. I did struggle to grasp why it was too creepy, you know.
I'm just not seeing it as I don't see it as particularly creepy. Like, it's not going to creep me out, or like I'm not like, oh my god, what the hell? Like, it was more actually annoying because of the music. It was like so
it's a bit
overwhelming that you're like, oh,
it's very
for God's
loud.
sake, pack it in. Like, but yeah, I wasn't.
I believe she was a tap dancer as well.
That makes sense why it's did on her feet.
Yeah, which is what the actual video was of this performance.
What a shame that she's passed away. That's terrible.
During the pandemic.
Yeah, that's terrible.
But yeah, so, you know, I mean, if it creeps you guys out, let us know why.
Yeah.
Because
I think
it's the video, it's the music, sorry,
it's
I
the
think
music
that
unsettles people. It's like you with the
with
certain
scratchy,
type of music or whatever, because it's disorientating. You can't pick up any words because of the fact that it's being played like backwards.
Well, they love
but
doing
at
that,
the same time, it's got some familiarity to it because it is a song that most of us know.
So even if you can't place why you know it.
Because when you said that's what it was, I was like, yeah, of course it is, because you can hear the tune. It's just that something's wrong with it. So that's probably what's creeping people out, because psychologically, subconsciously, you're not aware that you're doing it, but your brain is trying to go, we recognise that, why do we recognise it, put it in somewhere, like going, fix it, why doesn't it sound right? You're looking at the
video you're looking at and you're going, well, why am I recognising what I'm hearing when I've never seen this before?
Yeah. So I think that's what's the... If people have got creeped out and they're not sure why they're creeped out,
that's
why. It's because your brain's overactive. It's trying to figure out, I recognise this music, why do I recognise this music, what do I place this music with, why does it sound weird, what's going on, what's this video, what's that got to do with the music, like, I've never seen this person before, is that what it, you know, it's trying to overwhelm your brain.
But yeah, you've now seen, and we've explained 2 of the most notorious videos in the sort of creepy video community, both of which I would say, I don't know, it's the additional stories people add to them that probably make people creeped out, like that, he's eating his wife. Because if I said to you, I'm going to show you a video of a bloke in a room eating soup with a bit of, he's crying and laughing, and then these 2 people in costumes come and start stroking him, you go, what? And if I go, there's this video where this guy's being forced to eat soup that's got his wife in it, and then these two like people in like costumes come and start harassing him. That's going to have far more gravity to it when you're watching it than just a simple explanation of they were stolen theatre costumes.
Yeah.
You know, which is probably why they blanked out
It's like with anything, isn't it?
how to recognise any of them, so that you didn't know who took it.
Like
Down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, then people start adding their own nonsense to it, basically.
Well, we hope you enjoyed these 2 explanations of 2 Notorious videos and our blind reaction to Monsieur Tusk, which was definitely heavier than these 2.
Yeah.
It was crazy. But we hope you'll leave a like if you enjoyed. Consider subscribing. Maybe come over to the Twitch channel and check us out playing various games over there. And we shall see you next time.